What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to Disney Plus The Fuzz Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Sean. With me, right over here is Brayton.
What up, guys?
Over here is Garrett.
Suavecito, me likey.
And thank you. Yes, shout out to our sponsor, Suavecito. And today we're going to be talking about Episode 5, Chapter 5 of The Mandalorian, so stay tuned.
On this program, a bit of magic. That's what the show is all about.
What was the title for this one?
Cinco de Mando.
The Gunslinger.
The Gunslinger.
Gunslinger.
Cinco de Mando would have been way better.
Cinco de Mando?
Yeah, Mandalorian.
Well, maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe.
There's always next year.
There's always next year for that. But what a fun episode this one was.
What? Yeah, big time. 2 thumbs way down there.
Wait. We're not doing that. All right, if you're watching the video for the first time or listening for the first time, you should go back and listen to our other podcast episodes. 1, 2, 3, and 4 are already up, so go check them out.
We do some fun deep dives into the review.
Yeah.
And as always, we're going to do a lot of spoiler talk. We're just going to get into the entire thing of what our thoughts are, what we liked, what we didn't like, all the things that happened, any potential conspiracy theories that we have about it, all that stuff.
Whatever we want. Stuff. Yep. So we start off the episode with a little bit of a synopsis, a little bit of a breakdown of the episode. This one was a little bit simple. So
yeah,
what happened in Chapter 5?
So we start out in space and we're fighting.
We get our first space battle.
First space battle, finally.
Yeah.
And I was pretty stoked on that.
Me too.
That was pretty fun too.
That was a cool little thing. He looked like he was getting beat, and then the classic break the brakes. And then skadoosh.
Like you can do in space.
Exactly.
That's right.
But it looked like he did throw it into a little bit of reverse, so it would make sense. It kind of goes, oh no, and then I get that. That's my line.
He put it into like a space neutral.
Yeah, he really did.
And it's all right.
Yeah, and it was cool.
But anyway, he's not a good fighter pilot. No, like not at all.
He needs a better ship. It's basically it's like he's in a minivan.
Actually,
he's just getting blasted.
Actually, this episode shows how many times he actually could have died.
Yeah, big time.
Another episode where Mandalorian almost dies.
Yeah. But you know what I did like is that this space fighting scene wasn't very long. Like in the movies, maybe episode 2 or 3, where there's a kind of like really long space battles. I'm like,
yeah, you're watching a lot of people flying.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, we get it.
We get it. The child can fly. He's midichlorians.
Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
go.
No, but this was a cool beginning of an episode, which really like started us on a right foot because it was fun, it was exciting, and he had to land.
It was really good too because it establishes that they are being hunted. They are actively being
chased
around, and you got that right away with this, but with that initial flight fight.
And they land on Tatooine.
Yeah, boy.
All the other
Of all
planets we
places.
assumed in the previous episodes was not Tatooine.
It was not Tatooine.
Which is very interesting because when you look at it, obviously at post Empire, this place is desolate now. There's not as many people there. Tatooine, they're on there, and it looks almost uninhabited. It looks like not too many people live there anymore. Ever since the Empire had fallen, I don't know. It with the stormtrooper head spikes.
That was cool.
That was pretty legit.
Yeah, that was cool.
It seemed that there was like an uprising against stormtroopers, and then they're
Right, but before we even get into that scene, when we land and we see another little person, Mandalorian, he does very well with small people. The small guy from episode 1, I have spoken, and then this very small lady that babysits for him. He loves little people.
She's not
I
little.
don't think
She's
she was
regular
that small.
size.
She was just a
Really? She
regular
looked really
sized
small
lady.
to me. By the way, dwarf awareness is in October.
And
Dwarfism.
That was about
awareness.
That was about 2 months ago. So
Yeah,
It was.
So
Never forget.
yeah, get it.
Looks like we came up a little short on
Come
this.
back around the horn on that. All right.
Just a little bit.
All right, are we? So anyway, Mandalorian goes to Mos Eisley Space Station on Tatooine. Goes to the same bar. It looks like as A New Hope, same place that they found Chewbacca and Han Solo.
It actually looked like the other bounty hunter that he meets there is from what it looks like, he's sitting in the same booth that Solo was.
Yes, it did look like the same booth to me.
It did.
And see, these are the kind of callbacks or things that I like in a not a reboot, but things that are or not sequel, shall I say? Things that are giving callbacks to the original stuff. These are the ones that I like. Not like a full Han Solo, like seeing him or like his gun or something. It like just the booth and like the place. I like those kind of Easter eggs, I guess.
I'm not gonna lie. Right when this guy started talking, I was like, don't like him.
Me neither.
Oh yeah, right away.
I do not like this.
I didn't like the actor.
He's a little. It felt a little hammy.
It was very hammy, and like they didn't really introduce him. He kind of just was there, and it's like, okay, you're supposed to like this guy, I think.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know how I feel about this guy.
We're not doing a very good just synopsis of it, but we're just gonna.
We're really not at all.
Sorry, go run through it. Anyhow, yeah, dude. So he, in order for the Mandalorian to fix his ship, he needs to basically get a bounty. But since because
he has no money,
yes,
he's got no money.
Yeah.
But there really isn't any activity going on. He can't get a bounty there. So luckily, there's this other bounty hunter that tells him, "Hey, dude, I got this like high-end bounty." But Mando sees
catch.
right through him and knows that he's a young dude who doesn't even know what he's talking about because the person that he wants to get is so dangerous. He's like, why would you even do that? And he's like, no, dude, it's to get into the guild, and you can keep the money if you help me.
Yeah.
And so he's like, okay.
And he goes in.
We'll go do
and
it.
then one thing leads to another, and that's basically the episode. You've seen the episode. And so that was basically the episode. We go on the chase.
So they chase down the other bounty hunter. A couple double crosses happen in the way.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a couple double crosses happen. Who knows which way they go, ending up with Mando back on his ship. It's been fixed, and potentially a Boba Fett comeback.
You think that's who it was? You think
That is word on the street.
is it's Boba Fett?
That is word on the street.
Old man Boba coming back?
Possibly cloned Boba.
Clone Boba?
We'll see. Anyhow,
I didn't think it was. I heard
think it was Boba
somebody
Fett.
else say that it could be Boba Fett, but I thought it was Mando.
no, Mando
Like a
doesn't wear a
different-
cape.
Yeah. Sometimes he does.
The Mandalorians with a jetpack do.
No, I thought he's got a little like like a little cape thingy that he wears at night.
That was not Mando, I don't think.
No.
No.
I don't know,
Ooh.
but this is the second episode that the ending is like kind of this guy like following him. And he's taking it slow.
What other
The
episode
ending.
was that?
Oh, well, I guess the last episode the other girl killed that bounty hunter.
Yeah.
So it's like there's a guy following him. And we
Yeah.
don't know who he is, and I like that mystery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Little spots here.
It is
So
interesting. Let's go into
out
reactions.
of the episode.
Yeah. Are we going
What?
to talk initial reactions?
Yeah, initial reactions.
I think you guys already gave your initials reaction.
No,
Let's go
we-
into detail.
Okay.
Let's do it. Sean, you go first.
Okay.
What's your initial reaction of
My
this
initial
episode?
reactions of this episode
Likes,
was
dislikes. Let's hear it all. Put it on the table.
all right.
Well,
but
I guess-
not too lengthy, right?
Well, should we say?
yeah, go whatever- do
should
whatever you
we
want.
instead of initial reactions, should you just go into what did you like?
Yeah, what is
Because that's kind of like what
I'll
initial
start.
reaction.
My first sentence will include my initial reaction, and then I'll go into my likes.
All right.
Initial reaction was actually disappointed for this episode. I do want to say really quick that it's my least favorite episode of the series so far. With that being said, what did I like about it? I like that we finally got to revisit a planet that we know of in the Star Wars universe. We got to go back to the same set that was in episode 4. I thought that was really cool. That was my favorite part. That's what I liked about the episode.
There we go.
I also really like that we were back in a very familiar place. The space battle was legit. I thought this was another great, yet not. It wasn't so formulaic. It was familiar, but not as formulaic as I thought the episode before was, where they were teaching the villagers how to fight. Where this was a classic manhunt. Like, we're gonna go out and find it. Like, even the speeders that it's like, dude, these are two dudes on horses trying to hunt down a person. And then you're like, there's totally a sniper going on. Having to talk with the Gungans was pretty legit, and also very similar to how they snuck up on Luke in the in New Hope. So tons of things that felt very familiar but still new. I get that I get that it would probably be a little bit disappointing, but the thing is that I guess I've come to kind of accept what it is not much is going to happen in these episodes. Like, they're going to start with a problem and then end by finishing the problem, by
the adventure
solving
or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, there isn't going to be a lot happening in these situations, because you could argue that not a lot necessarily happened, other than there was we talked about it episode 4, but
That's what you liked, yeah.
Yeah. I liked it a little bit better.
Okay, so I'm going to stay positive on the likes, and then we'll dive deeper into the dislikes. So I'm going to go positive.
Okay.
Love the beginning with the space scene. I thought that was fun. I was like, okay, we're getting a little bit more spacey, which is cool because this is like a Western. And
Star Wars.
It's Star Wars, so that was really fun. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the scene where they were basically like kind of doing these like flash blasters to blind the sniper. I thought that was fun. Just like showing a little bit more Star Wars tech, where it's like, that's cool.
Dude, Mando gets hit a lot by
Yes,
that.
he does. Yeah.
His armor is no joke.
He invested at the right time, because
He sure did.
if he didn't upgrade, he would have died. I love the Sandmen scene where they're communicating and they're just doing the crazy like sign language. That was
Sand
cool.
people sign language.
Sand people sign language I like that. That was cool.
Didn't it kind of feel again that Western motif of cowboy talking to the natives?
Yeah, like
kind of stuff?
yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
And honestly, I would have liked the sand people in it a little bit more. Maybe a little sand. Yeah. A little bit more of that. Yeah. And in Star Wars.
I didn't need more of that. I think the Gungans have been in it just the right amount.
Yeah. So, honestly, that's my
That's what they're
positives
called, right?
of this episode.
The Tusken Raiders? Who?
Yes.
The Gungans are the Jar Jar Binks species.
Oh, dude, have I been saying this wrong?
Yeah, you've been calling them Gungans.
My bad.
Somebody's
the
calling
Tusken Raiders. Yeah,
Tusken Raiders mixed up with
Gungadine over
Gungans.
here.
Somebody's over here calling them Jawas.
Yeah.
Jawad.
Come on. We're hosting a Star Wars podcast.
No, we
your
need to establish just how much of fans we are, and mediocre at best.
That's right. And yeah, so I didn't have much to like about this episode. Dislikes. So can we please dive into dislikes?
Start with your dislikes.
All right. I did not like this episode. Okay, so last episode I gave it a C. And
Okay.
honestly, I think that was the last episode I could give grace. Because now I watch this episode, I'm like, yikes, I don't have, like, I was still on the high of like, man, this is such an awesome show. And it still is an awesome show. But I think chapter 4 was like the last straw of like, the next episode should probably be a little bit better to save itself a little bit. Because this one was just a little lacking. Yeah, the guy.
Wait, are you saying you don't really like the show?
No, I love the show. Just this episode was a little lacking.
Yeah, but you're saying you're wanting it to be more.
Well, no. The last episode was my lowest grade, so I was hoping this would kind of be a higher grade, and I'm going to probably have to give it a lower grade, to be honest. Yeah, so I just really feel like this character it felt like this was a character from the actual major motion films where he's just not really, the mystery wasn't there. Like, maybe it was just the acting. He just wasn't a very good actor, and that was kind of what really did it for me. Like, if he was a better actor, maybe that would have been like, okay, it's a little bit better, because all the acting has really been good.
Stuff felt over the top.
Okay.
I'll agree to that.
It felt over the top and like
Too Disney? Too much?
not.
Disney
I don't want to
feel?
say Disney.
Actually, a little more
because-
like Disney Plus.
Ooh, I like that. And I can't say too Disney because Marvel's now Disney, and I love the Marvel movies. I think they've been doing an amazing job. That's another conversation. But yeah, I just think that there was also a lot of really cool opportunities in this episode that could have been expanded a little bit more, and they didn't. And then they went on, like the Tusken Raider scene where they just showed up. Like, I wanted the Tuskens to show up in front of the goggle, like, and then knock them over. And now Mando's fighting Tusken Raiders a little bit. That'd be fun. And so,
Yeah.
but they didn't. They just talked and then moved along. Like Tusken Raiders are not that friendly. First of all, like
I didn't
from
think that they were
New
supposed to be
Hope,
that friendly.
Well, they
Like-
kind of established that when they did that quick talk.
Yeah, but Tusken Raiders wouldn't just show up and be like staring at you guys, staring at them. They would start
That's why.
fighting.
That's why him being able to communicate was very important, because otherwise they would have been in some deep stuff.
Yeah,
Gung
but still,
do.
I think that was a missed opportunity where it could have been a cool Tusken Raider Mandalorian fight.
You weren't writing the episode.
I wasn't. I'm just saying what I didn't like about it. Just like Chapter 4, I love the bulldog bad guy, bulldog face man, and they didn't do much with him either.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Well, it's not about the bad guys. It's about.
It's not about the bad guys.
It's about the Mandalorian.
It's about the Mandalorian. It's true.
The Mandalorian.
But they're making really cool. That's right.
Dude, we need to get that cut just for that one, just that like 3-second thing.
Okay,
And
we can do that. We can make that
implant
happen.
Yeah, we'll make that
That'd be
happen.
legit.
But yeah, I just was a little bit underwhelmed about this episode. Still liked it. There's cool things. I'm enjoying the show. I know. Pay $5 a month for this thing, so it's not that big of a deal.
Baby Yoda can sleep.
That is right. He's getting baby sat, yo.
Mm-hmm. All right, Sean.
What did you not like about it, Sean?
Can I go last? Can
Yeah, you
I
go
opt
last.
To go last.
Well, you did. You already said what you
What I
did
liked.
like.
Yes.
So.
So
we
no-
want to know what
no,
I
yeah.
what I didn't like.
So no, you can't go last.
I was like, okay.
He's gonna steal all my answers.
Go,
No,
Brayden.
no.
What
I'll
did you
think about
hate?
it.
I did like I thought his acting was over the top.
What's his name?
I don't know. I didn't look it up.
Exactly. No one cares.
Toro
Toromoto.
Caskian or something like that.
Cock-a-doodle.
I'm pretty close. I know. I watched it with subtitles, so I know.
There we go.
Oh, see, that's a smart
Yep.
way to go about it.
Yeah.
I hate subtitles.
Yeah, it gets in the way.
It gets in the way. All of a sudden, I'm reading the script. I don't want to.
I don't want to read a book. That's why I watch TV.
Exactly.
Okay, I think the things that I disliked the most was the lady that like ran the hangar bay that was watching Baby Yoda.
Yeah,
I thought she was not a good actress. I thought that character was weird.
And I'm pretty sure she played an elf in about 5 other Santa Claus movies in the prior year because she literally acted like, "What are you doing? Don't shoot my droids! Hey, mister, I'm going to babysit you." Oh,
Right,
you know,
right,
and it was
right.
just so
Yeah.
annoying. And it's like, you're annoying, lady.
Yeah, she's a pretty well-known like comedic actress that has been kind of with that trope. It's the gunslinger, not the bounty hunter.
I said Gunslinger
Did
at the
you?
beginning. Yeah.
You did. You did.
All right, go
I
on,
did.
Sean. So,
I did.
yeah, she was
What
annoying.
else did I dislike?
Really grinded your gears.
Dude,
Toro.
like,
Yeah, you're right.
I was right. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
That he has a ship that keeps all like his weapons. You know, he's this accomplished bounty hunter, but then he doesn't prepare for like some kind of like space battle. Like if some other ship is shooting at him, he's not gonna know how to defend himself. I don't get that. I don't get that.
When you think about it, though, his whole job is dependent on hand-to-hand stuff because he's gonna get a better bounty by bringing them in alive. So he needs to get up close to them. Space battle isn't going to be really his forte because that's specifically just going to shoot out. He doesn't necessarily want to shoot just a spaceship out of the sky to kill a bounty, and that way, like his stuff is close up. His entire occupation. So it would kind of make sense that you wouldn't have a spaceship that can defend yourself entirely. Like his thing is to be able to carry a lot of bodies, carry a lot of weapons, and just be able to kind of like a pickup truck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, anyway, other things that I disliked about this last episode. I didn't like how easy it was for them to take out one of the most powerful mercenaries that have like worked in that area of the galaxy. Like he even says, he's like, you're going after her. Like there's no way that you're going to make it like past sunset, you know? And then...
And she's like killed. Like they show that one guy that's just dead off of his, what is that slug thing called?
Slug thing?
Yeah.
Jabba the Hutt?
No, not Jabba the Hutt. The guy, the little desert rat the dude was riding, and he was dead, and then obviously
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that scene. But like, do you think any other bounty hunter thought of the flashy light, blindy sniper thing? Like, why was that? It was so simple. Like, man, this is easy. This is how we're going to get her.
Who knows?
It's like there's been so many bounty hunters trying to get this chick, and not one of them thought of the flashy light thingy.
They probably did, but they probably thought of it by themselves and didn't have two. Because why would bounty hunters work together?
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So crazy, it just might work. Yeah, it was just kind of a flat episode, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well,
That's fair. That's a good way to describe it.
I
Yeah.
didn't think it was that bad, but I also don't think it was fantabulous.
Yeah, it wasn't fantabulous.
all right.
But you know what? Thinking just about this season, because we're on chapter 5, which means we only have 3 episodes left. There's only 8 episodes. I was thinking about...
Well, you're like a real math DeLorean.
yeah, don't get me into multiplication or I'm goner. But anyways... But I'm thinking about season 2, and they're doing the space cowboy motif. And so my hopes, guys, this is what I'm hoping for season 2.
Rom-com.
Not rom-com, but I hope they go space pirate. I hope we got kind of this Treasure Planet vibe with Mandalorian season 2, because they went with the Western motif this season. I think it'd be cool if we start looking for treasure. Or
Start looking for... Hey, guys, I want... Here's just an idea for next season. How about we change the show entirely?
just Treasure Planet. I love that movie.
Treasure Planet is a great movie. Super
And
underrated,
also on
that's true.
Disney Plus.
No, yes, exactly.
Soon to be on Disney Plus. The Fuss. It sounds like.
just
That's
watch
right.
that.
Let's review.
Just watch that.
I am going to watch that. It's a great movie.
It's
Treasure
fine.
Planet is
Yes.
a great movie,
They also have Treasure Island, which is also a great movie.
but not in space.
No, it's not in
Muppets.
space.
But guys, hear me
Muppets
out.
Treasure Island.
Muppets Treasure Island. That's
a great
that
one.
deserves a high five,
That
sir.
is a great one.
It is
But
good.
hear me out.
Get
Season
that in
2,
my mouth.
Season 2, that would be sweet. Like, they don't have to change much. They just change the vibe into more of a space.
Oh, they just need to change the show entirely. No,
change the-
keep the Western stuff.
Hear 'em
I love
out.
it.
Just let them complete like their thought for this season. And
That's what I'm
then-
saying.
I know. I understand what you're saying. Like the space pirate thing would be very cool.
It would be.
They did a really good job with the space western cowboy
Yeah.
vibe.
Exactly.
But you're thinking too far ahead.
Gare would
You're right.
Gare
Okay.
would just really like more pictures
Pirates.
of spaghetti.
Yeah.
Spaghetti.
Oh no.
All right, so you're looking at a bowl of spaghetti. No reaction. I ate a bowl of spaghetti when
See,
I
the
came
problem with that, Garrett, is Star Wars
This is our producer,
a space
Nathan.
Western, not a space pirate movie.
You're right. Well, all right.
It's always
all
going
right,
to be
Disney.
a space Western or a space opera.
Oh man, had to
Ooh,
get the
space
supervisor
opera.
involved.
Yeah,
on
the
this
original
one.
thing it was called the space opera when it first came out.
Ooh.
That was our producer Nathan.
Thanks for coming by, Nathan.
Thanks, Nathan.
We had to text him while
he's
Garrett
actually-
was just talking
he's
about
actually-
space
This
pirates.
guy.
Actually,
we almost got our funding
he's-
cut. Just
He's a bigger Star Wars nerd than any of us put together, and he's probably very frustrated listening to us talk about it, saying the wrong things.
But I know a lot of you listeners would love a space pirate. I just want more pirates, to be honest.
No, Garrett, all you want is a pirate
Show. I do.
Yes.
And if Pirates Caribbean becomes a show, I'm so freaking down.
I'm down for that too.
Like down.
I will be there.
you
Yeah.
guys
That'd
and
be
your
sweet.
pirates.
I
Oh my
love
gosh.
pirates.
I can't handle it.
Anyhow,
Anyways,
Well, we're
sorry,
really-
that was a side note. But let's get into rating this son of a bitch.
Sure. Yeah. Let's get the ratings and then we'll talk predictions. What we think is going to happen on the next episode. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and give this episode a D. I'm going to straight give it the D.
Yep.
I think the last one I gave was a C.
C or
plus,
C
maybe?
plus.
Yeah.
One of those. This one just didn't hold my attention at all. It was way too simple. Didn't care for any of the new actors that we got to see introduced in this episode. Very predictable. Nothing too crazy happens. Not a great episode.
Yeah, and to follow that, because I watched this show, like I said, with my wife, who is not a Star Wars fan, and at the end of that episode, this is what she said: "That's it." And when she doesn't even watch, she's like, "That's it," and I was like, "I agree, that's it." We kind of were just left with "That's it," which was also why I'm going to give it a D. Wasn't a very good episode. And my wife, who doesn't watch Star Wars, has really actually been enjoying every single episode. And chapter 4 she enjoyed, and probably would give it not even a C. She probably would have given it a B because she enjoyed that, because she's not even a Star Wars fan. So I know that like this new show that a lot of people are probably watching for the first time that aren't radical fans have probably really been enjoying. But I think even if you don't even follow Star Wars and you watch this episode, it still kind of leaves you with "that's it," to be honest.
Gotcha. I agree.
Like,
I disagree with that so much.
all right, well, how are you going to give it an A?
They ended with potentially Boba Fett coming in, and we
That's
don't
assumptions.
even
That's
know.
true. Okay,
we don't even
we'll talk
know
about that.
if
We'll talk about that
that's
after.
predictions.
And then,
we don't
yeah.
even. Well,
I wanna hear
so
your
hold on,
rating.
hold on a
First your
second.
rating, then stick to
I'm
the formula.
I'm responding.
Don't make
to
me
the-
text
the
Nathan
formula.
again.
Yeah. Nathan, get over here now. He's talking about Boba Fett.
We haven't even finished our rating yet.
Okay, I'm gonna give this a B.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow,
Oh.
that's
Yeah.
generous. That's
Yeah.
generous.
Oh,
Well, I
man.
can't-
I know
you
it's
know-
Christmas and all, but
No.
geez, a little too generous.
Because this actually got a little bit more into the bounty hunter motif of bounty hunters hunting bounty hunters. Some crazy like the gunslinger
This
of
guy-
double crosses.
Brayton
and all
was
that.
so negative of the Magnificent Seven motif, which was
Right,
way
right, right.
cowboy and way cool. and
then
you love this
that's
episode? That's so flat.
That's what
No.
grinds my gears the most about his
Yeah,
opinion on this
you,
one.
you hated chapter 4. It's,
gave
it's too Magnificent 7. I was like,
Yeah,
yes, it's a
exactly.
cowboy.
You know what, Garrett? You know what it
show.
is. You know what it is. The character, what's his name?
No.
Toro. He's got a little gold earring, so it's like a pirate. He's like, oh, I'm gonna give this one a B.
Yeah,
No.
okay.
He's like a
No,
little,
Brayton's like, ooh, I
this
like
cute
that.
little like space Disney pirate.
I
over
like
here.
that Buccaneer.
No,
not
the
even in
reason
the
the reason
guild.
that I don't the reason that I didn't really like the Magnificent Seven motif is because we spent so much time training the villagers.
No, we didn't. That was
which
like
I
2
did-
seconds.
Which I did not care for in Magnificent Seven and all the iterations that go with it.
And fun
teaching
fact-
teaching villagers how to fight is boring. They should know how to do it. Get stuff.
But that
Okay,
was-
now
but, like,
this
that was a fun episode,
You're
though.
hunting people. You're hunting. I
One
love the
person
hunt.
that they amped up to be one of the most deadliest bounty hunters
Exactly.
and killed him, and she got captured so freaking
We had
fast.
double crosses.
And assassin. Thank you,
Assassin,
Nathan.
thank you.
But no, get this. This
Producer
guy that's
Nathan.
not even the guild yet helped out way more than he should have because
No, he didn't.
yes, he did,
They
man.
should have.
Mandalorian got shot like 3 times,
Yeah.
and then he gets to her. Doesn't make sense to me.
And fails. The only reason why he's still alive is because Mando got there.
Yeah, it just wasn't good.
No, it was much better than the one
in-
before, and I gave that episode like a C or something. This one I think was more of a B.
Watching this episode
no, it's
makes
good
me
to have-
want
it's-
to change my grade of that
Okay,
other
okay,
episode
don't.
to a higher.
It's good to have different opinions from each other.
No, you're right.
That's okay.
You're right.
It's
no,
okay if
I'm a
he's
millennial.
wrong.
I want an echo chamber. Agree with me. Damn it. Oops,
All
I
right.
said the D
So
word.
predictions. Let's go ahead and let's talk Boba Fett really quick, because at the very end we saw somebody coming up to the assassin that got shot, and it looked like they were wearing Mandalorian armor and had a cape.
Also,
and
the sound of potentially spurs or whatever sound that Boba Fett makes. The sound
Did you just
also
call him
was
Boba Fett.
So Boba Fett wears spurs. Is that correct? Okay, Boba Fett wears spurs. Confirmed.
Yeah, and
well.
assless
He kind of
chaps.
makes it. He kind of makes a sound similar
Just
to
can't
that.
see under the armor.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
It's wearing man thongs and assless chaps. We don't know for sure.
Boba Fett's got a Bubba butt.
Ooh, I like that. All right, predictions. Okay, we got the.
Do we
Boba
think?
Fett.
Do we think
No.
Boba Fett's actually going to be in the show?
No,
No, I
don't.
do not.
We don't.
Uh-uh.
Do you think that a clone could potentially
No.
be? In
I
the
think
show?
it's
My
just
prediction.
another Mandalorian.
Nope, I don't think it's Mandalorian.
No,
Honestly.
another Mandalorian.
Darth Vader.
I don't think so. I think you're getting closer. I think that
No, Darth
they're going
Vader's dead.
to
This is after all this stuff.
You tricked me, you dog. You
See,
rascal.
we don't know nothing. Okay.
We don't know spit. But what my prediction.
You don't know.
True. I'm just here.
I
for
think it's a
fun.
time traveling Darth Vader. Yeah,
That's right.
He's like, he thought this was a Star Trek podcast until 2 weeks ago.
it could be Doctor Who.
But my prediction is, I think they're going to introduce what we said at the beginning. We didn't want them to do. I think it might be a Jedi.
What if it's a
or
pirate?
It's a Sith.
A Jedi wearing spurs.
It's a cowboy motif, bro.
What do you want?
This is my prediction.
Why would?
Just let me do this.
Okay, yeah.
Thank
Go ahead.
you.
Finish up.
Lightsaber chaps.
We're not going to see that. You have the worst predictions.
Riding a dragon. I'm just kidding.
No,
No, but
I
it
back
might
you
be
have the best predictions.
It might be.
Could be good. Could be good.
It might be a Jedi. It might not. Why not?
Yeah,
the Jedis are gone.
Anyhow,
Everyone
They're
else.
supposed to be gone.
anyhow,
I wanna hear a prediction that's not Boba Fett, so-
I think
Oh,
I think
true.
the Boba
Okay,
Fett
that's fair.
thing is.
Fair.
Yeah, I think the Boba Fett prediction is a fair one now. Like a lot of people kind of thought that it could be in the show early on. Like obviously the Mandalorian looks very similar to it. We're like, oh, this is like up Boba Fett's alley. He wasn't in it for the last ones, and obviously he should be dead. How would he be out? It almost answers all the questions that we've had since Boba Fett became a huge character and died. Now, that I think is the only prediction that I would really have, because the thing is you can't really predict too much in this show other than the Mandalorian's going to now move on to another spot and another adventure is going to happen over there. Who knows what's going to happen in that one?
All right, so you say Boba Fett. I say Jedis or Siths. Sean, what's your prediction?
Another Mandalorian.
Mando.
I think it's somebody else that's trying to. Because remember the other Mandalorians that fought off the guild?
Like a bad Mandalorian?
A Bandalorian?
A Badalorian?
No, it's just another Mandalorian that helped Mando escape the guild. And remember they all like had to take their whole culture that was living underground, their whole religion, the Smith.
Yeah.
Like maybe they're trying to find a new place.
So you're trying to find them?
They're on the same planet. Maybe they're trying to find Mandalorian.
I kind of like the thought of it being a potential Jedi or a Sith trying to find the baby as well.
Yeah.
Like,
that'd be kind of cool.
Like if
What's
this is
not gonna be
Sith
cool?
wearing cowboy boots.
if this is potentially a clone Yoda or
What?
a Sith Yoda, like just another baby Yoda, that is
What if-
obviously
what
a
if it
Force
was
user.
Baby Yoda?
How
with
many-
the spurs?
a Jedi or a Sith trying to find it would make sense.
How many fans would just go ape crazy if it was like a Jar Jar Binks character? Oh my gosh. I would be like, nope, I'm not finishing this show.
Oh, me? I'm doubling down. Finally, the Star Wars universe is complete.
All right, but also, okay, so he lands on this planet. I'm going back to the beginning where this queso. So he lands and this little lady is all like, oh, baby, I'm going to babysit this baby. Like, how many people assume that under his helmet, he looks like Yoda? Like, they're like, this is probably his kid.
Okay.
So I'm assuming
What?
Mandalorian looks like a
we're done
Yoda.
here.
No.
Any closing thoughts?
I don't know.
Boy, oh boy, we have more questions.
Who knew that the tensions would rise so high?
Who knew? Not me.
My
Not
final,
after this
So
episode.
my final thought, even though I'm giving this one a D and I didn't like it, I still am enjoying the show.
Yeah.
I'm
really good.
excited for more. I want space pirates. Probably not going to get them, but who knows? Disney Plus just started, so maybe I'll get a Pirates Caribbean show, maybe a Chronicles of Narnia show one day. I would love that.
Maybe.
That'd be sweet. But no, I enjoy the show still really like it. The friends I've talked to about this episode, they've kind of said, no, not you guys, but just other people, they've like enjoyed this episode, but they kind of they had a little bit more like things to nitpick about it.
Yeah.
So I know that this isn't just us thinking that this one's a little flat, but still enjoy it. I'm excited for the next one.
Cool. Nice. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll be back next time with more Mandalorian.